Morning, welcome back to the Weekend Gardener. I found a little bit of shade in the greenhouse. It's not too bad in here. It's about 26-27 degrees at the moment. Today I've got some cabbage I need to harvest, so I'm going to get that done first thing. And then I've got some empty beds and I don't want to cover them over, so I'm going to put some green manure in. I've got a combination of different types. I've got some field beans, I've got some ryegrass, I've got some mustard and white clover. So I'm going to get those sown in today, and then we'll see what else we can get up to, time allowing. I'm a little bit pushed for time today, so I'll just get done what I can. So the two beds that are covered with the EnviroMesh cages, where the cabbages are, I'm going to take those out. I'm also going to take up the old broccoli plants, give them a tidy over, get some of the green manure in there. And then this bed here, and the one right next to it, are where I had my onions. So I'm just going to take out the few surface weeds, get some green manure sown into those. So that should keep me busy, but the soil's a little bit bone dry, so I'm going to have to give it a good watering first. And then this is a potato compost that I used from the buckets. I'm just going to sieve it on top to cover them over, and hopefully they should grow away nicely for the rest of the year. That's two nice cabbages, and that's this bed empty. I've left the roots in, they should rot down over winter, so I'm just going to rake it over so it's somewhere near level, give it a good water, put some furrows in, and then get some green manure sown into it. Another good watering and pop the cover back on. That's the first bed. I've put in 6 rows of clover and white mustard. I put a little drill in, watered the drill so there's a little bit of moisture. I'm just going to sieve some of the potato compost on top, give the whole bed a good watering, then cover it over with the EnviroMesh box, and then do the same for the rest of the beds. I'm not going to film it all, just going to show you this one, and then I'll get on doing the rest in my own time. That bed done. Hopefully that should be it now till spring. I'm just going to pop the cover over. I'm just going to come down every day and give it a water until I see signs of germination, and then let it grow away. Right. I've done the other 3 beds. I've sowed the green manure, but in this final bed I've got an absolute load of carrot seeds left over, Autumn King 2. So I've just put them into this bed. It's quite a deep bed and the soil's fairly fine, so hopefully they'll do well. So I've watered them in. I'm just going to rake them over, firm them down, give them a final watering, and pop the EnviroMesh on just to protect them from anything that might want to get at them once they germinate. So we'll get it raked over, and then that's me done on this plot, and we'll just go over and have a quick look at what's on the other plot before I head off home. So I've not done a huge amount. It doesn't look like a huge amount, but over here there were 2 water barrels that were both full, so I've had to move those, and there was also a tree, I'm not sure what type it was, that I had to dig out, so I had to take a fair bit of soil to get that. And then these are the rough dimensions of the bed. So where the yellow cone is will be the middle of one bed, and there'll be a path, another bed here, another path, and from the post with the blue rope on it to the thicker piece of wood there, you can see centre of the screen, that's going to be another bed. So there's going to be 4 beds along there, roughly 1 metre by 2 metre, and that gives me a good area all the way around the outside. I'm going to put some wood chip around there, and where the blue rope is that you may just about be able to see in the distance by the brown pipe, I've got, I think, just about got enough slabs to run a path all the way along there. So this area will have 4 beds in. This area I could probably only get 1 bed in, and then I'm pretty much leaning towards this central section here just to put it to grass, because it's going to be easier to maintain. You just have to mow it every couple of weeks, or if it's like it is this year, next year I won't have to mow it at all. But I'm just waiting for these last few plants to finish off. You can see the mare's tail in there. I'll just move out of the way. Because that's being watered regularly, the mare's tail's coming through, whereas if this is grass I don't need to worry about it. I'll just mow it down. It'll never get established. It's even coming through in the compost bays, so that's something I'll have to be aware of going forward. I don't think it'll come through the bays where there's actually stuff composting. So that's the plans. Just need the time and energy to do it all. But that's all I've got time for this week. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time.